New this morning, the U.S. and China have agreed to drastically roll back tariffs on each other's goods for 90 days.
So this would begin on Wednesday of this week, and the U.S. will temporarily lower its tariffs on Chinese goods from 145% to just 30%, while China will cut levies on American imports from 125% to just 10%. So a little good news there if you have some packages headed this way. And all this comes after a weekend of tariff talks between the two sides in Switzerland.
NBC's Alice Barr has more on that and the trip that Trump is now making to the Middle East.
And anybody should have known.
President Trump traveling to the Middle East today for the first major foreign trip of his second term, expected to focus on business deals, as Trump administration and Chinese officials revealed new details about a trade deal negotiated this weekend, announcing a 90-day pause for most tariffs beginning Wednesday. The U.S. cutting tariffs on Chinese imports from 145 to 30%, China going from 125 to 10% on U.S. goods, while negotiations continue.
It's important to understand how quickly we were able to come to agreement, which reflects that perhaps the differences were not so large as maybe thought.
With growing concerns over tariff-induced price hikes, President Trump promising an executive order today to slash prescription drug prices by 30 to 80%. His Middle East trip comes amid signs of tension with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over how to approach aggression from Iran and the war in Gaza. After U.S.-Hamas negotiations, the last living American-Israeli hostage in Gaza, Idan Alexander, is expected to be released as soon as today. President Trump calling it hopefully the first and the final steps necessary to end this brutal conflict. The president not currently set to visit Israel this trip, stopping instead in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, as the White House confirmed Qatar offered to donate what four sources call a super luxury jumbo jet to use as the new Air Force One. The sources say it would be transferred to the Trump Presidential Library Foundation at the end of his term. Critics, including top Senate Democrat Chuck Schumer, blasting the plan as bribery. President Trump defending what he calls a very public and transparent transaction. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.